Happy Monday, everybody. This is Robert, CTO for AIO Integrations, doing my weekly rant and kind of capturing some of the news, the things that have happened in the last week in cybersecurity, to kind of let you know what's happening, what's on the move, what to look out for. And talking about, we're also going to have a few tips about some things you should be doing to kind of protect your own privacy. On a day-to-day basis. So let's get started. I know we got to keep this under 10 minutes. Y'all got things to do, so let's go. First of all, we're going to talk about the Go Anywhere attacks. They're hitting over 130 organizations over the last week, and it is a ransomware attack. And they've taken responsibility for not quite half of them, but we do believe that based on forensics, the things that they've done so far through FBI and everything, that they're responsible for about 130 of them. So crazy, crazy stuff. Also in the last week, you can add Ferrari, the NBA, and the Indian Health Ministry to the group of people that have been breached. And how that is affecting users is unclear at this point. The NBA obviously has tons of people, tons of fans signed up to their site. Indian Health Ministry obviously will have health records of concern. Ferrari, I don't think they've reached yet how big or how widespread that is, but I think I'd be much more concerned if it was Toyota or Nissan than Ferrari. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of rich people there, but not nearly as many cars as a high production facility, but nonetheless, no less important. So some big names there hitting the number of people being breached. We also are seeing things you're going to see here. We are also seeing people being, we're also seeing people here being actively hacked. Unupdated versions of Cold Fusion. Now, Cold Fusion is an application server that Adobe does to kind of interface with databases and create active applications. And it was very widespread in the late 90s and mid 2000s. I don't think as much now, but it is definitely an issue and something you should be aware of if you have anything hosting that. We also want to talk about the fact that ChatGPT, the famous AI engine, and I myself am a user of that thing. I don't pay for it, but I use it frequently just to kind of help maybe fill in some blog information, things like that, and articles that we write to kind of bring in some additional information. So it helps us in research, but it's basically been exposed over the weekend that they exposed credit card information for people that are paying for it. So please be advised on that. If you do have a credit card linked up to that, you may want to keep an eye on that card and or halt it until you know that all suspicious activity could or won't be done. In my book, if I've got a credit card compromised in any way, shape, or form, we kill it and get another one. It's no cost to you. They'll usually overnight it to you. It's not a big deal. There's also an old JavaScript injection hack that has been hitting over 51,000 websites over the course of the last few weeks, and we haven't seen it for a few years, but it is re-hitting the marketplace now, and we have seen a ton of infected websites come up. In fact, last week I had in our business as an MSP, we had many people call us telling us they were getting warnings about just hitting a normal website that they normally go to, that they were getting pop-ups saying, McAfee found something when they don't even have a McAfee installed, or Norton, or something of that nature. Those are usually hacked websites, and they will bring up pop-ups. Do not click on anything on those. So this is how you get rid of those. If you do happen to hit an infected website and it is bringing pop-ups that you are not sure what to do with, do not click on any part of it. It's going to lead you to something bad. It's going to do something to your system. So just the best action to take is right click. And I'm going to emphasize right click on the Windows Start menu logo. Okay. It will bring up a menu. In Windows 10, Windows 11, it is the same menu, and there'll be an item on there called Task Manager. Bring up Task Manager, and in the running tasks, close end task of all your browsers. In other words, shut down every browser, just kill it. Don't click on them. Just use this tool in order to kill them, and these things will disappear from your screen. Now, when you reopen your browser, whatever browser was powering this, it is going to ask you if you want to restore your previous session. You want to type no or click the no option. Otherwise, you will bring everything back that you just got rid of and have to do it all over again. So great way to get rid of it. And you may want to, after having something like this happen, you may want to go through your settings and inspect your home page, your extensions, the things that are installed on the browser. Make sure that your home page hasn't been taken over. Sometimes these scripts will do things to manipulate where you go, and they will add plugins or extensions that can manipulate your DNS. In other words, what points you to legitimate websites. So make sure that you take care of that. A little tip and trick for this week. We saw a lot of this happen last week. We were inundated with calls about it. And so I am letting you know up front, this is how you handle it. I hope this finds you well. I hope it helps you and your business. And please pass it along to your employees. Your employees are your frontline defenses. They are your frontline soldiers to keeping stuff out of your business. So keep them informed. Just announcing, we are going to have a free cybersecurity course that AIO is putting up as a company. We are going to have it out by the end of next month, and it is going to be something that we've taught basically for the last 2 years. We've done it in person, we've done it on site, we've done it through Zoom. We are basically turning it into an online class of 3 sessions. There'll be questions afterwards, and we will give you a certification afterwards for cybersecurity awareness training. And we are doing that for free. The reason why we're doing that for free is because we are trying to make an effort at, curbing cybercrime. And the only way that's going to happen is if we make you aware, we teach you what to look out for, how to report it, how to shut these people down and prevent from being caught in the first place. And we have an old saying in our business, and that is that, and I say old saying, our business is very old. We've been doing what we've been doing 32 years now, but cybersecurity has really been a focus for about the last 5 or 6. But what our saying we like to go by is it's a lot harder to fix the airplane after it's crashed. When you're on the ground and it's in pieces, it's a little hard to fix it at that point. So let's stop it from crashing in the first place. Let's be preventative. It's a lot cheaper to prevent it than it is to remediate it. Average remediation cost now is climbing north of $300,000 per incident. That's crazy. And they're doing it. The reason why they're going after people is because it is a business. They are making money at it, billions of dollars, and they would. So you've got to understand. To them, this is a living, and the only way we're going to curb this is to deprive them of their living, to teach them that we're aware, we're not going to fall for these things, and we're not going to be as easy as we have been in the past about letting them into our organizations. Happy Monday. Have a great week. We got Easter coming up next month. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching In the Queue.